And you can't say gay anymore. What? I have gay friends. I can't be like, yo, these are my gay friends. You can refer to gay people as gay, but you can't just go arbitrarily calling things gay anymore. This is fucking retarded, dude. This is the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. What are you... So wait, I can't say gay or retard anymore? No. How am I supposed to talk to my brother? Every conversation is, hey, call me back, you retard. Don't be gay. Click.
His brother does an announcement from at every show.
You gotta understand, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Gay and retard is all we said. Gay was the best insult you could give a guy. Because it wasn't really offensive. It was more of a, you got me. You know, just... You would never call somebody gay if they were actually gay. But in the 70s, we didn't realize gay was a real thing. Like in the 70s, like, nobody's really gay, are they? I mean, we just didn't know it was like a genetic, we didn't know it was genetic. We just thought, he's gay, he's not gay. I mean, who's really gay? Like, you know, if you like, you know, buttholes, women have them too, you know what I mean? Like, just, we didn't know it was more than that, you know. And you would call somebody gay for doing the most heterosexual thing possible. Like you, Tim, you have 4 kids with your wife. Gay. You know what I mean? Like that's... Because it's the least gay thing you could do. We were in denial in the 70s. Khaled, if you want to have a good time, you go to YouTube and you type in the best of the 1970s, and you'll see right in front of you that the 70s was the gayest decade ever. It was so, and we had no clue it was gay because we were in denial about it. I don't know if you guys remember the Village People.
YMCA.
Remember Village People? They were like the gayest group on the planet, and we had no clue they were gay. Like, they're not gay. That guy's a construction worker. That guy's a biker. That guy's Native American. They don't make gay Native Americans. They're singing about being a macho man. That's the least gay man you can be. We didn't know what gay was. I remember in 1984, I'm in the mall. I'm 14 years old. One of my friends runs up to me and goes, yo, come to the supermarket. There's 2 lesbians. And I ran. Because I'm 14 and I heard lesbians. What do I know about lesbians at 14? Nothing. All I know is blah, 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 blah. That's all I know. That's it. That's all. Blah, 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 blah. That's it. That's all I know. And I'm like, oh my God, they must be doing it in every aisle. So I run to the supermarket. I don't know what I'm thinking. Like they're just, hey, let's go to the mall and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I'm thinking. I get to the supermarket, I'm so mad. It was just 2 women with a shopping cart full of cucumbers. We didn't know anything in the 80s, you know? That's why our generation's so fucked up. Like, that's why our generation is created Gen Z. We passed our fucked upness to the next generations. We skipped the millennials because that was a whole nother generation's problem. Mm-hmm. You know what it is? Like my generation, everything growing up, everything fell into this blanket of life. Everything was called life. There was no subsections. Everything that happened to you was life. You lost your job, that's life. My house burnt down, man, that's life. My wife left me, that's life, bro. Everything was life. There was nothing to define it other than life. And Gen Z came along and wanted to label everything. Every fucking thing had a label. Everything needed a label. And they OD'd on the label. You know, like I have and always had ADD. I know I do. But in the 80s, there was no diagnosis for the ADD. I remember in 1985, I went to the guidance counselor. I was 15, I go, what do you think's wrong with me? He goes, you're a fucking idiot.
Straight up.
And I went, is that like a professional? He goes, no, you're a fucking idiot. And I remember going, that sounds about fair, I think, yeah. I remember going home, my dad goes, what did the guidance counselor say? I said I was a fucking idiot. He's right. Like everything that we're complaining about with Gen Z is our fault too. Like we complain that they're sensitive, you know, everything bothers them. What's their problem? Why are they so sensitive? How come they get so offended by everything? Every interview I do is like, Russell, you worried about cancel culture? I'm like, no, why not? Because these kids aren't looking at me, except for Khalakara over there, just. But they get offended easy, and that's my generation's fault too. And I'll tell you why it's our fault, because my generation started political correctness. But here's what young people don't understand. We started political correctness out of necessity. We didn't do it because we were bored. We did it because our parents' generation was insane. You gotta understand, my father, he was born in 1925. Yeah, my dad was, here's the thing. My dad was born in India while it was still under British rule. My dad said racist shit all day long. He had no clue that it was racist. I go, Dad, you say a lot of racist. How can it be racist? I learned English from the British. They are the least racist people. We started political correctness because our parents' generation didn't know when not to say something. It was a Chinese family 3 houses down from me. My dad used to refer to them as the Oriental family. I'm like, Dad, they're not rugs.
Oh.
From the age of 4 or 5 years old to now, 53, 97% of my friends are black, which is great, but it was a little awkward in my teenage years because my dad used to use out-of-date terminology. I remember being like 15, 16 years old, my friends would knock on the door. Hi, Mr. Peters, is Russell here? One sec. Please do me a favor, go this side. Just stay away from the car. Son, there's a young Negro boy here looking for you. I come down, my dad's pointing at him. I go, Dad, why are you pointing at him? So you know where he is. There's only one person standing there. No, the Oriental boy is in the back. Look, see? He's playing Chinese checkers or something. I don't know what he's doing. And I go to my dad, and this is what was frustrating about my parents' generation. They would defend everything they said, and their defense would make sense. I go, Dad, why did you call him a young Negro boy? What part of that description is not correct? Is he an old white woman? No. So we started political correctness to stop that kind of stuff from going forward. We weren't trying to change the world. We were just trying to make little differences so that there would be less speed bumps for the next generations. We meant well. We were naive. Then these Gen Z fuckfaces showed up. And they took advantage of us. And they were like, hey, you know that politically correct thing you guys are doing? I'm like, yeah. We'd like to add some things to it. Like, oh, sure, we must have missed something. Well, yeah, what would you like to add? You know how I was born a male?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that, yeah. I don't feel comfortable identifying as a male anymore. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you'd be more comfortable identifying as a female. No? Those were the only options. I just feel like these are social constructs that are designed to keep us apart from each other when we are neither black nor white, not male nor female. We're simply just one people, one race, the human race. And I'm like, listen here, other fucker.
Box check other. That's clever.